Let me make sure I've got
Hey
this
folks,
music.
welcome to Pow-wow Stream. This is your host, Johnny Hellcat, and with me today is my co-host, Hey Camel,
Hey, how are you?
and our guest, Terry Diamantis.
Hey guys.
And this one's going to be relatively short. We've got apparently quite a few streams going on today, so yeah, we're just going to keep this one short, sweet, and to the point.
Everybody be streaming.
Pretty much. Now, for the title, if anyone recognizes the title at all, it's from Adam Friends' clip show from Stitch and Adam.
Ah.
They were talking about Hassan Piker, and he was talking about how his mom makes him chicken nuggets.
I knew I'd heard that reference from somewhere. Like I don't watch Adam and Sitch, but the Nuggets thing, I knew that was familiar for some reason, but now you've said that, yes, that's what it was in reference to.
Well, this morning when I was my kids stayed over last night, and when I was making breakfast, I was listening to a clip from a show, and at the end they play like kind of like this sounder that closes the episode.
Oh, you mean the harmonica?
No, from the clip show, they'll play like this thing between them, and they're making fun of Hassan Piker, and the closing line is, "Where are my Nuggies, bitch?" And I happened to come out, and my youngest is standing right there. Now, the hilarious part to me is that he will wait a while, and then he parrots usually what he hears. Like it'll drum up in his head somewhere.
Takes a while for the gears to start turning.
Well, he's gonna get home, and his mom's gonna because he has chicken nuggets at home.
I know where this is going.
So it's only a matter of time before
Before you get a phone call, do you know what your son just said to me?
Exactly, because I am the first person she's gonna look at. She's like, "So where do you learn to say this?" And then I have to use my internet brain to explain to her in real life terms what is going on here.
See, I gave up on doing that a long time ago. With like my mother or grandmother and thing, trying to explain to them something from the internet, just like, nah. And it's not because like they're like computer illiterate or anything like that. You know, my mom surfed the web as much as she could before she passed. It's just that the internet's a big place.
Yes.
And they're not going to the same corners of the internet I'm going to. So
yeah, our corner's just a bit darker.
And our corner is hosted by Frosted Class.
Well, I think the main thing is just like we waded through a lot of stupid to get where we are on the internet, and you can't just condense that down for somebody into bite-sized form.
No,
you look like a madman trying to explain all that shit.
I've tried to explain it to my mother. She just gets angry. Like, not at me, just at the stupidity that I'm trying to explain.
That sounds like my mom.
I'll tell her something I saw on Twitter, and she'll just get mad. Like, fucking idiots. Like, and then she'll start launching into a tirade about, whatever the subject is like ruining the country, and typical old person ranting.
When I got out of out of the trailer I was staying at, I ended up between places. So I stayed with my parents for the time being while I was trying to find a roof.
Holy shit!
And what's up?
Oh, I'm just seeing that apparently France has seen Australia's COVID stuff, and they're like, you know what? We can one up that. Hold our wine. Just a gang of cops in like motorcycle helmets and full on black rag here, just beating the piss out of some lady.
Yeah, she probably didn't send a selfie within 15 minutes.
She didn't have a baguette on hand.
Yeah.
Well, according to this account, she tried to go shopping in a mall without a vaccine passport.
What a bitch.
That shithead.
Yeah, how dare she?
I mean, at least with Rodney King, he was high on PCP and doing like 105 on the freeway. I mean, shit.
Mhm.
This lady was trying to get some Uggs.
I don't think I'd get very far without a mask if I ever bothered going outside.
So you guys are pretty much like strictly.
He says that, and yet he's still streaming from an underpass.
Hey, Cynic, if you can see it, the link's in the chat if you want to join in.
Ahoy, ahoy.
It's
So do you collect any tolls from your bridge there, Terry, or what?
no. I just eat any billy goats that happen to try and cross.
Gotcha.
Do you tell riddles?
I think that's a sphinx.
I'm not that kind of troll. But yeah, if I went outside without a mask, I think I wouldn't be allowed inside any of the shops. I don't think my area I'd get like police beating me or anything for being outside without a mask. But if I tried to go inside any shop, they'd ask me to leave or put a mask on or get out.
There are some places around here that still like, hey, you got to wear a mask, and I don't really go to those places very much. I don't have a need to, like I think like the DMV or someplace like that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, businesses, it's one of those things like, we can't make you, so whatever.
Yeah. If I go to the corner shop, they don't give a shit. I'll walk in and they'll not be wearing a mask. Like they'll have the loops around their ears and then the mask on their chin.
Oh yeah, man, that great chin strap. That's just
yeah. Like they just give zero shits about the restrictions. If someone insisted they put it on, it's there for them to pull back up. But
Yeah.
they don't care.
I mean, it kind of makes sense around here because people have 2 and 3 chins they need to hold up. So,
That's up.
You're saying, Johnny?
That's up to you, Frosted. If you guys have a shop, by all means. No, I was gonna say we were at a store. We were at a Costco, and it was me and my mom, and we were walking through, and I think we were just wandering the store for a bit, and my mom looks over and she goes, "That guy's not even wearing a mask." And this is back when we had the mask mandates. And I'm like, if you go Karen on me, we are leaving the store right fucking now.
No, it's not. There's no we too. It's like, I'm leaving the store. You can walk home.
I am walking right out that fucking door. And she goes, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, if you start yelling at me, if people hear you, I'm out of here. Like, I will not stick around for this.
Do like your kids if they ever act up in public, like, I've never seen this shot before in my life, and just walk off.
Or do like the Kyle Dunnigan thing. It's like to treat your mom like she's got Alzheimer's. Yeah, you are.
I think everyone is. I mean, you put the link in chat. Yeah. I think it's pretty open.
Everyone but the Phantom Fappers, welcome.
Well, at least we can gatekeep that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, no, this shit's not gonna fly.
It's,
So, yeah.
I don't take my phone with me on the rare occasions that I go outside. So any of those places where you've got to do like the QR code to like track your position, yeah, I can't go in those. They won't let me in.
I'm not one of those Bible thumping folks that thinks, like the end times is coming and the mark of the beast and all that stuff. But God, they're really trying to convince me otherwise with a lot of this shit. QR codes and mandates and passports and whatnot. It's like,
Yeah.
you guys really make those, end of times preachers stand on the street corner telling you, oh, the end is nigh. You make them seem a little more reasonable every day.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. The South Australia thing freaks me out. I can't believe that could even be suggested. They just randomly ding people's phones, and if you don't reply within 15 minutes, they send the cops after you.
That's fucked.
Terry, man, I'm telling you, dude, get a plane ticket, come to America. I mean, Oklahoma, it'll suit you down to the ground. We've got animals that'll try and kill you. We've got extreme heats. We've got personal use ostriches. So if you're trying to get over your emu affliction, we can work with that. With a similar animal.
Operation Dingo Drop.
I don't think you guys would let me in. I think I think the rules for migrating to the US are pretty strict. If you want to actually do it legally.
Oh, just tell them you're an American who got left in Afghanistan and you had to make your way back the long way. Well, I bet you don't want to ask any questions.
Next thing I know, I wake up in Australia.
I bet you nobody will ask any questions if you tell them that story, Terry.
All I found on me was this birth certificate and this ID that says I'm Terry Diamantis.
You know what? Actually, you don't have to do that, man. Just hop a plane to Mexico and then just cross into Texas.
No, just walk into Texas. You might
exactly, yeah.
Just
go from was it Nuevo Laredo to Laredo? You're golden.
I couldn't live with I don't want the paranoia. Like I'd be worried that any day ICE would be like, you're not meant to be here. Get out of our country.
Just walking across the border is like, wait a second, that doesn't sound Spanish.
Yeah.
G'day, mate.
Hey, Frosted.
Oh, hey. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, because like I said, I'm using a different computer right now, so I don't have my usual setup.
Ah, right.
No, how's things going for you?
No, pretty good. I'm dog sitting for a friend, so.
What kind of dog?
I'm not sure. I think part German Shepherd, part something. I don't know.
Big mutt. Gotcha.
Hey, Frosted, just out of curiosity, did you ever read Rolling Stone magazine?
Nah, I don't think I'm not a magazine reader. Why?
Oh, they posted an article from my neck of the woods. Apparently, some doctor in Oklahoma was told a local TV station that ERs in southeast Oklahoma are just so full of coof patients that they're gunshot victims who are going without treatment or are being left just lying there. They can't be seen because of all the people ODing on horse dewormer.
Yeah. Is this the new hydroxychloroquine?
Yeah. Which I want to know. I want to know the numbers. I want to know how many people have actually gone to a doctor because of adverse reactions to taking, a veterinary dose of the drug that shall not be named.
Here's an article.
That's the one.
This is from
that's Nevada Online.
Nevada News Online. So it's,
I've seen this article from Rolling Stone, from The Hill, and now this.
How many motherfuckers are getting shot in Oklahoma?
Like it mentions Rolling Stone in the headline, so yeah.
How many people are getting shot in Oklahoma?
But did they find any worms in the patients?
I don't know what the number of gunshot, victims in Oklahoma is annually, but I would say that the majority of them are coming from Oklahoma City and Tulsa, not rural Oklahoma.
And to answer your question there, Frosted, I believe the answer is nay.
So
Whoa there.
what I love about this, because this is the same picture they had on Rolling Stone. They
It's
used
a
the same picture.
paragraph. Oh,
Yeah.
click here.
Well, they're just reporting on Rolling Stone
Oh, there it
reported
is.
on. Yeah, but it's the same picture from the Rolling Stone article.
This
It's-
is now the Rolling Stone article.
This is early September, right? This is what, the 4th? Yeah. It's still like 80 plus degrees, 90 degrees
September 3rd.
here. Nobody's wearing a parka. All right? You see that dude with the
this guy? The Eskimo.
Yeah.
Eskimo.
Yeah.
But the photo of two guys sitting in a waiting room didn't look as scary.
I'm gonna see if they have comments on here. Let's see.
this is all sourced off of one doctor, right? And since they gave his name, people were able to track down who he worked for or whatever, like LinkedIn and whatnot. Apparently, the hospital that he's supposed to work for, he hasn't worked there in 2 months. They haven't had anybody brought in for complications due to the Voldemort drug. Yeah, so complete and utter horse shit, which is kind of funny considering they're talking about horse dewormer.
They gotta keep everybody in a panic.
Yeah, one asshole, is what's caused this to be a story, and that really pisses me off.
And no one caught that in the comments.
About the jackets.
They read the story and they're like, yeah, everyone's huddled here for warmth. And it's been an average temperature of what down there?
I mean, during the daytime, it's like up to 90 degrees. We're just now getting to where it's going to start cooling down, like in the next month or two. But yeah, motherfuckers walking around, Oklahoma this time of year in parkas. No. So, it just, ugh. But what I really love is between this and the Texas law, just a whole bunch of stupid these past few days. Like let me pull up that tweet. There's a check mark I saw earlier. Oh yeah. She had a thread the other day too. There's a Joyce White Vance on Twitter.
I wish I had bought stock in Handmaid's Tale's outfits.
And she says, if you want to force women to give birth, you don't get to complain about getting a vaccine or wearing a mask.
Checkmate.
It's like, that's not how this works at all, right? Oh, apparently she was a U.S. attorney under Obama.
Yeah. And contraceptives are a thing, are they not?
No,
went to the University of Alabama Law School. Apparently, they're not doing too hot at Alabama Law School because wow. But no, like with all this stuff about COVID and the Texas abortion shit this week, I'm just curious. How many people do you think who oppose the Texas law would agree that the unvaxxed should be denied treatment for COVID? Because I saw that take going around for a while, right? The unvaxxed shouldn't be allowed. They should be deprioritized when it comes to treatment.
I could see if you had public health care, then maybe you could make the case that people who took the right precautions deserve priority treatment. If you're paying for the treatment yourself, then as long as you got money, they should treat you.
Well, that goes down the slippery slope, though, doesn't it, Terry? Because, if you're a smoker, should we deprioritize you over non-smokers when it comes to lung cancer? I mean, if you're an athlete, or let's say you do BMX or skateboarding, one of the X Games deals, should you be deprioritized over somebody else, for a broken bone?
Well, my thing is, this is the argument against public healthcare.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if the government is paying for it, then I can see why they would feel entitled to make those kinds of decisions.
I mean,
which is why they shouldn't be funding public healthcare.
New York City tried to limit, what size soda you can drink.
Exactly.
The NHS in the UK was trying to standardize pizza toppings.
Yeah, because when the government is paying for healthcare, then they have an excuse to pass laws to make sure that people stay healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
And, they can micromanage, tell you what you should eat, how much exercise you need, what you can and can't do, and all that.
I mean, it's their money. Like, in their minds, it's their money. It's the public's money, but like, in their mind, they're spending government money, so the government has a right to tell you to live in a way that minimizes your need for health services.
I mean, that's why I said, like, from the beginning of all this stuff, like, if the government really cared about your health, they'd have outlawed cheeseburgers yesterday.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about your health.
Nope.
Well, I'm going to show this and possibly get my first community guideline strike. Because people are talking about how ivermectin is, primarily used for horses.
Never mind that it was,
Here's the human version.
A Nobel Prize winning drug. It's on the World Health Organization's list of what was it? What was the name of the list?
I have no idea.
It's some kind of list of, like, necessary drugs or whatever,
See, when I see ivermectin, my brain just goes straight to iverbiggin. That's what it should say.
What's that?
It's like a joke name. Is like iverbiggin is like your first name is Ivor, and then your surname is Biggin.
Oh, so it's like that like the guy named Wayne Kerr that was.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, you have to speak like British English, though.
Yeah, I can't really do the British accents. I mean,
I can't do the accents, but I understand what they're talking about. Like, I understand not all of it, but a bit of their slang, and just growing up on English TV, I sort of know a lot of their phrases and such.
I do a piss poor Irish accent.
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
Tuesday. You gotta act like you got, like, meat stuck in your teeth or something. It's Tuesday.
I think if you want a flawless Irish accent, you just say potato and nothing else.
Oh, I still love that joke. How many potatoes does it take to kill an Irishman?
None. No, I like pretending that the potato famine just meant that they refused to eat their burger without fries. It's like,
I mean, you can do it, but I mean, it's just not the same.
Yeah. Who wants to eat fish without chips? I'd rather starve. And they meant it.
Fries.
Well, fish and chips, burger and fries. That is my middle ground that I'm willing to concede.
Fair enough. I'll give you that one.
Now, chips, in translation terms, is the potato, right?
So fish and chips is like what you would call fries, like fried potato, and fish. Yeah.
No, fish.
Well,
fish is fish.
I'm curious, like, how many different versions of chips are there, though? Because, like,
they're all potato products, but there's like crisps, which is like
what we call chips. Yes.
Yeah. There's hot chips, which is what you call fries. I think that's what leaps to mind when I think of chips. I don't know if there's any others other than like computer chips, but don't eat those.
Unless you are a computer. Then you can eat
Yeah,
chips.
it's
Johnny, you're way low right now.
Did I drop? 'Cause
You
my,
just sound really. You sound kind of muffled.
okay, because my audio should be as it was.
Okay, that's coming back. That's better. There we go.
Well, this is me looking at the computer. This is me looking at my monitor.
Okay.
oh, so,
So-
yeah, you did what Hammond does, and you weren't talking into the mic, so you sounded soft.
So I'll have to like hover around my mic just so that
Mhm.
you guys can kind of hear me. So no, I am looking forward to getting a phone call and then having to explain to my kid's mother who Sitch and Adam are. Like,
Well, maybe you'll convert her. Maybe they'll gain a new fan.
yeah, I doubt that.
I liked when they had the EFAP guys on.
Yeah, they've had them on a couple times now, and those are pretty good ones.
When they were watching, what was it, the Hassan stream?
Oh God, that's the only way. Like the only way I can watch like Hassan or Vosh is watching like a Sitch and Adam stream when they're pausing every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Ever since Pornhub, all my faps have been EFAPs.
Ah,
Yeah, it's every frame of pause where they, basically just respond to videos.
Okay.
yeah,
It's
Yeah.
Mauler, Rags,
Fringy.
Fringy, a few others, depending
I've
on
heard of
the
Rags. The other names don't ring any bells.
stream.
Yeah, Rags is in my neck of the woods. Actually, he's over there in Arkansas
Okay.
with Magog and Boogie and whoever else.
He's the one who makes a big deal about being gay, isn't he? Like,
No, I think that was Naked Ape.
Yeah, Naked Ape was
no, because I remember, if I'm remembering the Rags, like,
I think
okay,
Rags
not
is
maybe makes a
bi.
big, he makes a lot of jokes about being gay.
Yeah,
No,
but I
he's-
think he's bi.
I thought
Isn't he?
I heard he was. I thought he was gay.
I don't care.
But
I'm
I
pretty
know,
sure he's bi, and like
he's
he jokes about it occasionally, but I don't think he makes a huge deal out of it.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because that was my memory of when he had his own channel. Like, I haven't watched every frame of pause ever, so I'm only going by when he was doing like his response videos.
I have,
Yeah,
with,
my
I love
rule
the-
of thumb is I don't care who you fuck unless you're fucking me. Then
yeah, that's my position too.
I love his response video to the bully hunters thing.
oh,
Yeah.
that still pops up in my recommendeds, like on
Uh,
my main page when I go to YouTube from time to time.
Plus, he just edited it perfectly. Like he took the old clip of what's her name, the one who was running bully hunters, something.
Zombie unicorn. Yeah.
Yeah, like an old clip of her saying the F slur. I don't know if you allow that on the stream.
oh, you mean faggot?
Fig.
Yeah, he just took a clip of her saying faggots, and like every now and then, when they said something cringy in the bully hunter stream, he would interrupt it by showing her saying faggots.
And Susan, we're talking about the English food. That's the faggots in question.
We were talking about a bundle of sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just like that there is actually a food in England called faggots. It's apparently just a bunch of pig products sort of mashed into a sort of rissole.
I thought there were
it's-
cigarettes over there.
I
It's
should.
everything. Well, no. You see, you got your faggots, and then you got your faggots.
I was thinking like I should download this, take the stream down, and then re-edit this till every time someone says faggot, just a different definition of faggot pops up on the screen.
Yeah. You have your faggots with mashed potato.
Just for clarity.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now we're talking about the faggots that the Chinese couldn't make into a belt. That's the one we're talking about. at the moment. Oh man.
We're not talking about gay people. There's no hate here. We're talking about faggots.
Yeah, exactly. Remember, was it? I think it was Dave Chappelle got told you can't say that word in your act. He's like, why? He's like, well, I'm not. Well, you're not gay. I say nigger, and I'm not a nigger either. And like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just close it out with that Louis C.K. sketch about stop being a faggot and suck that dick.
And as far as I'm concerned, you don't have to be gay to be a faggot.
That's what that's like the Louis C.K. thing he was just talking about. He's like, if I were to walk into a dark alley for any unknown reason, and I walked in and there's a guy blowing a guy, it's like, oh, sorry, sir. And he's like, but if he stops and looks at me and goes, people from Phoenix are Phoenicians. It's like, shut up, faggot. Stop being a faggot and suck that dick.
Yeah, like Chris Cuomo, straight but a faggot. Freddie Mercury, gay, not a faggot.
Chris Eliza, gay and a faggot.
Wait, Chris Eliza is actually gay?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you about him being a
allegedly.
faggot part, but I'm pretty sure he has a wife.
What's his name?
That's a good question. I didn't follow up on that.
Speaking of cringy gays, do you see that picture of Pete Buttigieg?
oh yes, I did.
Yeah, I did see that scrolling a little bit before that.
Like I thought I'm like, oh, people are making a big deal out of this. It's not. It's probably nothing. And then I saw the picture and I'm like, that's fucking cringy as hell.
Is this a recent thing? Because I don't remember.
Apparently, him and his husband. Did they have a surrogate?
I have no idea, but
Or what?
I didn't even know he was gay. Honestly,
You didn't know Pete Buttigieg was gay?
I did.
Really?
His whole campaign was about him being gay.
I could not have cared less about Pete Buttigieg. like it's like, oh, he's a person. I don't give a fuck. I just don't care.
All this talk has put the song from Kids in the Hall, "Running Faggot," it's now stuck in my head. Running faggot, running free. See the faggot, see the running fag.
I think we've hit a record here.
We've definitely increased our quota for that word.
Yeah.
Pete Booty Jizz, nice.
That picture was cringy as hell because like assuming they had a surrogate deliver those. There's two of them, right? There's two kids.
Yeah.
In the picture.
So what was cringy about the photo? I haven't seen it.
It's him and his husband sitting in the hospital bed where I'm supposing they booted the surrogate out of so they could take a fucking picture of them with the newborns.
In the hospital bed, both wearing hospital ID badges.
Yeah, unless one of them pushed it out of their urethra or something. You know, I don't see why they would need to be in a hospital bed.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why it was cringy. But yeah. Well, here, Frost, I can actually show you the picture. Let me just share screen tab. There we go. At your leisure, Johnny.
Already did.
God.
Like I thought, like it would have been just fine if it was just them in a chair, or a bench, or just hospital seats. But no. Like you had to make it weird. Yeah. Congratulations on your newborn kidney stone. Nice.
Hmm.
Hey, Mr. Dex.
Morning, Mr. Dax. No, man. I'm just more and more. I'm just getting tired of all of it.
Yeah.
And when I think I can't get any more tired of this bullshit, something else comes along. It's like, oh, there's a new level of fatigue that I have yet to reach.
No, it's just stop it. Just stop this shit.
Oh, the whistleblower from one of the Trump impeachments apparently is trending in politics.
Was he found to have been Epstein?
No, apparently he had a back and forth on social media with former Ohio Treasurer Josh Mandel. Like anybody gives a fuck.
And what was he supposedly blowing a whistle about?
The phone call between Trump and the president of Ukraine, Zelensky. That's the impeachment, the first one.
Mm.
Oh, the Ukraine, the country that Obama just let
You mean Biden?
Putin take.
Oh yeah, the one where Biden threatened to withhold like billions of dollars worth of aid unless somebody got fired.
Yeah, I thought it was funny because a friend of mine, and she's a lefty, so to speak. As far as I know, all of her politics are derivatively to the left, and she keeps she posts all these news articles about the Ukraine, back when Russia was starting to move in there, and then afterwards, I think was it during Obama's run when they took over that part of the Ukraine.
Well, see, no, Georgia. They took over Georgia when that was Bush. So yeah, Ukraine was during Obama.
Okay, and then when Trump was talking about that, and they're like, "Oh, he wants to do this stuff with Ukraine." I'm like, "Oh, now everyone gives a shit about the Ukraine because Trump's at the helm now." Like, I didn't hear you guys say a goddamn thing when Obama was just letting Russia just walk right in there. I mean, take that for what it is. I mean, I don't know the exact story of what it is, but I just know that we could have intervened and we didn't.
Won't somebody think of the Ukrainians?
And it was funny because she usually disagrees with me on a lot of shit. And the fact that I said that and she's just like, "Oh, I never thought you felt that way." I'm like, well, I don't. But, I mean, it's pretty obvious that, we're talking about intervening and Obama's like, "Yeah, I'm not going to."
Well, I don't care. I really don't. I'm apathetic to a bunch of the shit going on around the world, and Ukraine is no different.
Maybe
unless it directly affects us, let other countries worry about themselves.
I'm wondering why we still have NATO, anyway.
The trick there, Talik, is to find whoever's playing the music and then turn off the music so that his body can finally rest.
Hmm?
It's a Weekend at Bernie's 2 reference
Oh, gotcha.
that no one got.
I haven't even seen the first one.
It's been decades since I saw any of the Weekend at Bernie's movies.
Like I watched the new one. I think a couple of months ago.
The
watched
new one. How old is the new one?
The new one. New one. Jesus Christ. I watched the first one a couple of months ago. I watched the last time I watched the second one, I think I was maybe 10.
See, I don't know if I could go back and watch Weekend at Bernie's after seeing like all of the like CSI and First 48, Forensic Files, all that shit. I start wondering like, all right, so when is rigor mortis is going to set in this movie? Eventually, like his gut's going to start bloating from all the gases build up.
But they should have just done like Fast and Furious and make like 10 sequels. So by the end, he's like pretty much a skeleton, and they're still trying to make him look alive.
Just a skeleton with a mustache and some sunglasses.
Just some Walking Dead effects going on.
Yeah. Or if they really wanted to make it topical, just have him preaching communism.
He's got a.
I might be thinking the wrong Bernie.
Got a Bernie shirt on. Just says "tax the rich," and he starts dancing. And then Zombie Bernie comes to realize he was part of the problem.
Apparently, my congressman made it home from Afghanistan.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too. I was really looking forward to running for his empty seat. Yeah, he did a Fox News interview, I think yesterday, with Brett Baer or whatever, and I couldn't even listen to it. Like I got into like the first question, like so take us back to the beginning. How did this all start? And as soon as he started talking, I was like, nope.
It was Trump's plan.
That man's an idiot. Yeah, maybe his heart's in the right place, but he's a fucking idiot. And I wish the Taliban had caught him. Would have saved me a lot of trouble, a lot of headaches. Because this is one of those guys, like when you see like the greatest hits of dumb politicians saying dumb things, like Hank Johnson talking about how Guam might tip over if we put too many Marines on it and shit. I put Mark Wayne Mullen in that group because, if I'm not mistaken, when he first got into office, he didn't know how many branches of government there were. He thought there were like 4 of them.
That sounds like someone we've heard of before.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't AOC do that too?
Yeah. He's AOC with a beard, pretty much. And when he was running for office like the first time,
what's his name?
Mark Wayne Mullen. Yes, Mark Wayne, all together. It's
Mark Wayne, one word?
Yes, Johnny, yes.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, feel my pain. But no, when he was running for office the first time, it does sound like a serial killer, Cynic, I know. Like you're gonna find some liver with some fava beans in his freezer. But yeah, that's the douchebag. When he was first running for office, because he owned a plumbing company, it was a family-owned plumbing company that his dad started, I think. He threw his father under the bus in his ads running for Congress, saying how like his dad had pretty much let the company run to shit, and it didn't turn around until he took over. Also, if you're a fan of all the January, I think so.
Okay.
I don't know much about his family life. I know he's married and got like 6 kids. That's all I know about his personal life. I pay no attention to him other than when I see him in the news for something like this dumb shit. But if you're a fan of all the January 6th stuff, there's pictures of him hiding like in one of the chambers, like crouched down from the day, when they were trying to break in. So I just laughed. I laughed myself silly when I found out he went to Afghanistan. I was like, that guy? The guy that was hiding from grandmas with selfie sticks, he went to Afghanistan? Really?
Apparently, he's a professional MMA fighter
Bullshit.
and 2014's most beautiful list.
Of what?
Uh, from the Hills 2014's 50 most beautiful. That's all it says.
The hills have eyes? Or are we talking like the hill, like the publication we were shitting on earlier?
The publication we were shitting on earlier. Oh my goodness. For Representative Mark Wayne Mullen.
I mean,
I'm
well,
about
I mean,
to sh- I'm about to
politics
show
is
this.
Hollywood for ugly people. So I mean, if we're judging by that scale, maybe.
Yeah, this right here.
I mean, he did, it was a smart move him growing the beard. Makes him look older, doesn't make him look, as young and stupid.
He's ranked 31.
He just looks derpy.
Yeah, yeah. But like him growing that beard, I swear he must have thought that beard actually made him like Chuck Norris, and that's why he went.
In a relationship. Is this Facebook? Alright, what do we got here?
Is Katie Hill still on the list? Because this is what 2014, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, she only got the one term. She wouldn't have been in Congress back then.
Katie Hunter, Republican. She's not afraid to give someone a shove into oncoming traffic.
If this was 2014, that makes her 31 now. I mean, yeah, she. Yeah.
Her first heavy metal concert was Mastodon.
Okay.
Okay,
Where
fair
she-
enough.
Where she started getting pushed and prodded. I grew up in the South. Guys would never think about doing that to a lady.
Oh, dear.
Oh
You're in a
my
fucking-
god!
You're at a rock concert, for fuck's sake. No one cares.
It's a mosh pit, you dumb bitch. Nope. There. So much for the smash. That's a pass. She had to open her mouth.
Let's go with number 1. Danielle Sykes.
Republican. She's only 30 right now. Oh, she's from California.
Yeah, take that for what you will.
I mean, I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating crackers.
Well, you do have an affinity for crackers. It's a long-standing thing.
That's right. That's where I get my power.
I'm not here one to point out these things, but it just says boyfriend. The other guy was in a relationship.
Wait, hold on a second. 23. What is this, a list? 50 list of what? What are these people?
Most beautiful. Like
Most beautiful what?
that's
Like
all it says.
representatives? Representatives, maybe?
Well, no, because she would have been too young to be a representative at this point in time in 2014. She was only 23. You got to be 25 to be a representative.
Let's see. She serves as an ambassador of all sorts of constituents as a legislative correspondent for Representative Bob Gibbs.
So how does this list not constitute sexual harassment these days? The Hills should be ashamed of themselves, objectifying people like this.
I mean, they should just be ashamed of themselves in general, but also for this.
Yes.
I don't know. She doesn't look 28.
She looks older. I'm not going to say how much older because I'm always horrible with that, but if you told me 20, no, I'm not buying that.
Yeah, it's Urkel.
Jeff Fortenberry.
He's the one thing that didn't stay in Vegas.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Like,
This is the worst article ever.
oh my goodness.
Who wrote this?
An
Let's
idiot.
see here.
Kristen Welker? Really? I know Kristen Welker. That's a MSNBC, or she was an MSNBC correspondent.
Single and dating. Unaffiliated, my ass.
Bullshit. Unaffiliated. Like, technically, I'm unaffiliated, but,
Carmen Fuentes, who looks like she's just graduated from high school.
And walked off the iCarly set, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, she looks like a daughter from a 90s sitcom.
Like, these look photoshopped, honestly. As
This
someone,
is the
as someone who does a lot of Photoshop, this looks fake.
I mean, they're politicians. They're all fake.
the eyes in the God damn, Terry. Can't you have like can't you have like the air traffic control like pause that shit while we're streaming?
If only.
Eric Swalwell, number 6.
Yeah, this guy's got like skins hanging in his basement.
Or a collection of tiny shoes for unexplained reasons.
Who do you think
Oh
owns
no, that's not dodgy at all. They just give them away at the Holocaust Museum. There's like a big pile of them.
Eric Swalwell? If not for a college sports injury, Eric Swalwell may have never made it against the law to give someone AIDS.
A goalkeeper for what? Is he a? Was he a soccer player?
Unless he played, what the hell is that shit called?
Water polo? Lacrosse?
Lacrosse, that's it.
Yeah, we just call it stickball down here.
Well, I know about the guys that he farted on camera.
We don't use that fancy French shit. We just call it stickball.
Yeah. She looks like she's hosting a QVC episode or something.
She looks like the sassy black friend that's a paralegal on a legal drama or something.
She's a stand-in from God, what the hell's that show called?
Suits?
Ally McBeal.
Ah, Ally McBeal.
Oh, look, another high schooler.
Again, I still have to ask: 50 most beautiful what?
Politicians, maybe?
Well, especially since Rand Paul is on this list.
All due respect to Dr. Paul, but I think the people making this list need to go visit him and have their eyes checked.
I'm just waiting for one of them to be like an inanimate object. Like,
Well, we already
number
went
30
past Mark Wayne Mullen and Eric Swalwell, Frosted. Weren't you paying attention?
Number 32. Number 32. A jar of pickles.
Number 15, this faggot.
And MASH.
This guy looks like the villain on a TV sitcom.
Wait. Wasn't that dude one of like the PR people for Obama?
Yeah, he reminds me of Moriarty from BBC's Sherlock.
No, that dude actually had some style.
Mm.
Haley Sadler.
Eh.
She just started getting drunk in 2014. Yeah.
No, I'm sure there was some congressman who was getting handsy sliding her drinks at least a year or two before.
I don't know. Something about the face is off.
And that's
Seeing
probably
as
the
the
fetal
worst-
alcohol syndrome.
Seeing as the worst streamer is about to start playing the best game, I might head off soon.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna get through a couple more of these before we do call it.
Fair enough.
For the love of God, 50 most beautiful what?
Oh, we'll recognize the next one.
No, I really don't.
Not this.
50
not
most
this one.
beautiful.
This
50
one.
most beautiful registered organ donors.
S.E. Cup. Now, I mean, cute, yes.
That sounds like a joke name.
Well, her
It
name's
does.
Sarah Elizabeth Cup.
Well, I know she says a lot of shit on Twitter, but
Well, if I'm not mistaken, like she went from like HLN to CNN. Where was she? Was she on MSNBC before that?
I have no idea.
I used to see her all the time on like Real Time with Bill Maher. She was the token conservative back in like the early 2000s, and yeah, a Republican. I don't buy that for a second.
Is that a true definition?
Not anymore. But Virginia Dent. That's another one that looks like they've done some touch up.
She looks like the high school cheerleader that never got over being the high school cheerleader.
Oh, why do you think she's in Congress now?
Exactly.
Rah rah.
Yeah, she looks like a bunny boiler.
I will not be ignored. Tony Cardenas.
50 most beautiful what?
This is a representative. So this is a representative.
And this guy's like a small-time attorney in New Mexico.
There's a New Mexico?
Yeah, he's the guy you call when you can't call Better Call Saul.
Yeah, like you see billboards of him on the highway.
Boyfriend of 3 years. Way to get specific.
Yeah.
I don't have any,
That's
I don't have
her
any cats.
passive aggressive way of telling her boyfriend he better propose soon.
I don't have any cats.
This one's not bad.
Oh, she has 3 Bichons. Never mind.
3 what?
She is pressuring her boyfriend to get married. Bichon frises. Little puffballs that yap a lot.
Oh, you'd mean dogs. Okay. Like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Alright, let's go to the end of the list. Let's see who.
I only know what it is from Shrek 2.
Let's go to the end of the list, shall we? Oh, shit. 30. Then jump down to going to yourself because I am not taking my ad thing off. Oh, I guess he is. There's no. Is there a 40? No, it doesn't go that way. Oh, there it is. 40. Elizabeth Hang. Okay.
She kind of looks like that chick from Bones.
Yeah.
Her eyes are too far apart.
Yeah, like that chick from Bones.
And she's, let's see, 7 years? Old enough for Jack.
7 years old?
36. Let's see, the ugliest
Why
person
are they
here.
showing that dude's prom picture? What the fuck?
This is their senior picture.
Oh,
No.
She's just,
this is number 50?
she's just seeing someone.
Is this number 50?
Yes.
There's a
She's a scheduler for Representative Betty McCollum in Minnesota.
They were all beautiful.
is this supposed to be like the 50 most beautiful people like in DC, in politics, in what? Because a lot of these people should not be on a list of 50 most beautiful anything.
I'll help you out, Camel. It's the 50 most beautiful people in this article.
50 most beautiful people that have a restraining order against me.
Well, Terry, let's say that you're right. I still have some challenges to this list if that's the case. That's just ugh.
All right.
At least they didn't have someone like Maisie Hirono or
Yeah.
let's like Rashida Tlaib. If they had those people in the list, it's like, okay, no, you're not even trying.
There's the link you should go to. Everyone go
Oh,
watch the greatest game ever played.
Agreed.
Anybody want some nightmare fuel before we leave?
Sure.
Might as well end on a high note.
1 minute ago, CNN posted members of Gen Z, those born after 1996, could be elected to the U.S. House of Representatives for the first time in 2022.
Woohoo. Something to look forward to. Because the world's not destroying itself fast enough. Let's get some kids in there.
This is the least confusing election I've ever had.
I told people when I was in high school, like, one day our generation is going to be in charge of running shit, and you're all going to be sorry then.
It is another Saturday night over,
And I was right.
and that means
I can only imagine how much worse it's going to get with people younger than my baby sister writing laws.
The first of the trilogy.
All right.
Which means
Well, I mean, I am gonna take the same tact as Monkey. I'm just gonna go ahead and vote for myself president from now on. 2024, I will be eligible.
I hope you win.
So-
Well, I could vote for you.
I'm gonna do that with all of
For
you.
president.
Yeah.
There eventually, but until
I mean,
then,
you could actually vote for me, not just my screen name, me.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't vote for anyone who's not on the list of 50 sexiest.
Thank you, Google
Just simply blindly agree with me. Either way,
Yeah, and Walmart.
and Walmart.
right no matter what.
Fuck you
That's
both.
just how it
I
works.
think I'm gonna write myself in for both Congress and president in Congress in 2022 and then president in 2024.
Hi, people in the chat.
Because my God,
I'm gonna
there's.
name you all by
I will
name.
promise not to spend any taxpayer money going
Just
to
not tonight,
Afghanistan
because,
if elected.
I got this game to play. It's
I will not be taking any
it's
trips
so
for
fantastic.
vacation,
It's more
fact
important
finding,
that
or
you're
rescue
saying your
missions.
names. You don't understand.
You have my word on that.
As I was saying, we got 3 chapters left.
Okay, I do
And
have to
of
ask a
course,
quick
as
question
per
before we
usual
do
with my
get
streams,
out of
I
here.
should take this before we get it started on anything
So,
else.
7 years ago,
I should
Sir
take a brief
Adamantine,
moment to remind you
how attractive
if
would you think that
you see
Rand Paul
or
was?
hear any glitches or issues going on with the stream at any point, please feel free to let me know immediately in the chat.
So basically,
Yeah,
smash or
If
pass
possible, I will do
Rand
whatever I
Paul
can
from
to fix it as
2014.
soon as
Yes.
possible. Until then,
I could go back and look
Otherwise,
for him again, but
bear with me if something goes wrong, or
Oh.
fingers crossed that we have
the
a
Hills' 50 most
successful
beautiful
night.
people.
If it's just like a bit of buffering,
But
for
that's
like
all
a
it
few
is.
seconds,
Anyone
that's
working in
good,
politics.
that is fine. We can talk
That's
about
it.
that. But anything major.
No, that-
annoying,
that-
just feel free
no.
to let me know, and I'll see what I can do.
A lot of those people don't deserve to be on a list of 50 most anything.
Let's see.
What's a redhead? I haven't found her.
Means we're on this one.
Oh,
Anyway,
Man isn't the smoothest, but he's a good
Gen
guy,
Z
and with your help,
running
we
for
can
office.
finally get lucky.
we are
You
going to
have what
close
it
this
takes to
out,
be a
so
great wingman.
go watch De La Haye play Super
That
Seducer.
dog was heckling me, but
Yes, you should do that.
And yeah,
Oh no, look what happened.
thank you guys for joining, and get the hell out.
what type of guy?
Peace,
everybody.
see you guys.
See ya.
Man. Attractive guy. Well, I mean,